They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him...
And the pressure gets to him at their own 37.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Stafford. And his throw here's up the first. Here's Stafford.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And
from the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 4th down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37.
Butker's kick here is good. And the offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing, but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again, it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Mahomes firing complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
GG's, my boy. Can't do that cheating shit with me, nigga. I just about to abuse Cooper Kupp, nigga.
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Get your shitty ass off this bitch, nigga.